Alright everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is CringeyJesse and this is another video of Formula 123 Manager. Formula 1 Manager 23. However you want to say it, what is it? Oh, mandatory. You must use at least one mandatory. Okay, yeah. I get that. We know that. Okay, so not necessarily one of the best starts, but also not one of the worst starts. We did not make it into Q3, but because of other people having those things called penalties, we will be starting P10 with Hulkenberg and P12 with Magnussen. It's a little vice versa here. Magnussen, I guess, really fighting for a job next year. Pretty much knowing that he is the one that needs to fight for a job right now between the two. We are going to look at the strategies real quick. Same for both. As you can see, rain is coming. Most strategies, the one we're going with B that I edited, originally had us pitting on lap 30. So, we are hoping that the other racers, they all pit on lap 30 right before it rains. Maybe, probably. Either way, we're trying to make it into the rain before we box. That is the goal. That is what we're hoping for. So with all of that said, we are going to get right into it.
70 laps of the Canadian Grand Prix await our drivers here in Montreal. The Haas driver with a chance to impress a few people here.
This will be their 150th race start in the sport of Formula 1. Can they make it special?
And it looks like we're good to go. This is it. We're moments away now at the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Away we go indeed. Let me go ahead and do the things that I have to do for both of these drivers. Alright. Looking at Magnussen, fighting with Albon, not really. He is going to be... No, he is fighting with Albon. It looked like he was well ahead of him. But he is in between. No, is he fighting? No, he's not fighting with Albon. He's fighting with Logan Sargent. Logan Sargent being a nuisance this year. 100%. Was not expecting that. Not from him. Come on, Magnussen. You cannot lose out to Logan Sargent. Oh, okay. I guess he can lose out to Logan Sargent. There goes the front wing that we just flippin' spent money on so that we could have a better front wing. How bad is it? Is it minor? We'll see how minor it is. That was absolute. Come on, dude. Can I have just a little bit of luck going into these? Yeah, we definitely know your front wing is broke. Alexander Albon beating out Nico Hulkenberg. Didn't see that happen, but it happened. It's okay. We have time. Incident involving Magnussen and Logan Sargent. No penalties given. Incident involving Magnussen and Logan Sargent. No penalties given. Okay, cool. That's a new system. Never seen it like that before, but it makes it a lot easier to read. I have to remember what car numbers people are. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be doing too bad for Kevin. So we're going to leave him out there on that wing for right now. Just for now. However, tires are a little hot, so we're going to go ahead because we got to make them last. We have to make them last. And because, nope, there we go. We're going to go ahead and take them off of the ERSs because we don't want them to get too low. We've already done a couple of laps. Are we watching Hulkenberg? Hulkenberg up here behind Alexander Albon, which there's a decent line in front of Albon. Maybe if we can get him to, you know, pass every single one of those cars, that'd be pretty fucking nice. A little bit of a gap between Hulkenberg and Logan Sargent, which is unfortunate for Kevin Magnussen, being 2.5 seconds behind his teammate. He's technically 3 seconds behind his teammate, but you know, there's definitely time to catch up here. Tires definitely getting hot. I need them to last. Let's go look over here. He's inside that DRS zone. He's holding off Lance Stroll. See if we can get anything here. That is the wrong car.
Okay, boat push. Copy.
Wrong car. Hulkenberg, we'll get you there. Don't worry.
Copy.
We got one long one coming up. Because we got a long one coming up, where is he at? He's about to hit it. So we're going to let him use it through there. Logan, however, does not have DRS, so we're hoping I can get up and around Logan here. A little slingshot next to the wall is not going to work right there for Kevin Magnussen. That is okay. We do have a chicane coming up, and we are right on his tail.
No more overtake. Copy.
Alright, we go down into the first little turn. We're going to try to take the inside, and no, he's going to cut it off. Oh, we know. Trust me, I know. I want to do something here.
Let's go charge on, please. Yep.
I do. I really want to get you up there.
Charge on. Copy.
We're going to try to wait, because it doesn't look like his wing is messing him up too much. He's just stuck behind Logan Sargent. Maybe if he can get around Logan Sargent at any point, that would be fantastic. And then he could catch up. We are watching Hulkenberg. Okay, sorry. They're both behind a Williams. Kind of threw me off for a second. Alright, Nico, what you got around here? Please. You have DRS. Albon should not. He does not. Alright, here we go. A little catch up here from Nico, who did absolutely phenomenal in the last race that we did. I know it's probably been about a month. It hasn't been a month. It was literally 5 days ago. Okay, so it's been a couple of days, but here we are with another one. Since I have tomorrow and Monday off, you might see a couple of more live streams throughout this weekend of mine. I do, yes, you don't have to remind me. I already know that I need to get up there and do the clips. I wonder, can I clip from an old live stream? I can. I can clip all the way up to a minute. Heck yeah, dude. That'll make things so much easier. Discard that clip. So I'm going to try my best to do clips from here. Where does the clip start? I can clip all the way back to the beginning? Hey, yo. That's dope. Anyway, discard that clip. Get back to the live part. Alright, what did I miss? Absolutely nothing. Both of my cars still stuck behind a Williams. Oh, here comes Nico trying to come up around the outside, putting a little bit of pressure there on Alexander Albon for the one last point spot here for P10. Down into turn 1, up the inside. As of right now, Nico Hulkenberg has P10, but here comes Albon back around the inside. He's going to take it right back, but side by side, their wheels are going down. Nico's going to start out on the outside, but then he's going to have the inside and then another outside, and ultimately the inside up here is going to be behind him for the DRS detection. So he's going to have DRS coming out of here, and there goes his flap wide open. But unfortunately, it looks like Albon is cutting off his path to get in front of him. So Albon does win this section of the race, which is very, very unfortunate, because the sooner we can get in front, the absolute better. Earlier we did mention was that Magnussen. Is Magnussen looking around the outside of Logan Sargent with a broken wing? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's still going to have ERS. I am most certain of that. No, he's not. Logan Sargent stole it from him.
Keep pushing.
And now Logan Sargent gets to pull away, and Lance Stroll gets to come up just a little bit closer. Hopefully, we don't let anything happen there, but there is no DRS detection here. So if you had DRS detection, if you had DRS before the chicane, you're going to have it after. So now we have to catch back up to Logan Sargent. And we missed. No, we didn't miss because they're still fighting. But now Nico has the ultimate inside for most of these. And there he is. It looks like he's going to have... No, it still looks like it's side by side. Nico Hulkenberg taking P10 away from the Williams of Alexander Albon, at least for now, as it will be Albon with DRS. Albon looking up the inside, coming down to the end of the DRS straight, and he's not going to get it around the chicane, but there's one more that's just a tad bit longer. Nico Hulkenberg needs to get away from him here. Canada, probably one of my favorites because of how many opportunities there is to pass people here. I mean, Carlos Sainz holding on to P1 right now over Verstappen. Alonso P3, Leclerc and Perez. You know, that's your top 5 right now, and Aston Martin up there. Coming down the long straight, you can see Magnussen pulling out on Logan Sargent back there. Looks like Nico is going to keep P10 here, but here comes Kevin Magnussen looking to take P12 right back. Is he going to have it by the end of the finish line? It looks like he will. So starting lap 8, it will be Hulkenberg, Albon, Magnussen, Sargent. Williams. We're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to take the lead here. We do have the 1 point spot with 3 seconds to go to catch up to Alexander Albon in this race, but a lot of time to do it. Oh, shoot. You know what I forgot? I forgot I left their gas on. I mean, I'm pretty sure I still saved it in time for them to get their gas back. And there's a yellow flag. Please, maybe safety car. It is a safety car. That is going to help us out. So we are going to conserve, harvest, conserve, and harvest. So now we're going to pause it because I have that magical power to do so. We're going to edit this guy right quick. We are going to add a new strategy. We're going to put him on the softs. Put him on the softs. How long will those softs last? Not long at all, which is very unfortunate. We don't have another thing of mediums, and apparently we don't have another thing of hards. So what we're going to do is delete intermediates. We're going to go back to 40, as it were. We're not going to update. We're not going to update because I didn't make any changes. All right, so now everything is right where I want it. I'm thinking, however, do I bring this guy in? I cannot. He's stuck on that front wing until the end of the race because I can't bring him in. I can't. This is a good time to pit. It is a good time to pit for new tires, which a lot of people are doing, which is going to give Hulkenberg P1 if he can get out of there.
So Norris is boxing.
Okay, can he get in front of Verstappen? Oh, he does. He does get in front of Verstappen. Magnussen, maybe. Can I have a 1-2? Can we go away? No, it's going to be a 1-4. It's going to be a 1-4. But we have a Haas in P1 for the first time this season. Shut up. Okay, it is exciting. It is exciting. This is going to help us out. Alright, so from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to speed it up as always to get back to the race.
safety car is in this lap. Might need to pick up the pace a little bit.
Alright, safety car is in this lap. We are going to have average tires because we need them to last. Actually, let's look at these tires. He is up front. We're going to attack on the tires. We will attack on the tires, at least for a couple of laps. And we are going to full send. Wait, are we going to full send? We might as well full send. Maybe we could have waited. There goes Verstappen there. He's looking to get that outside there. But here we go. We're back to racing with Nico Hülkenberg in first place. How long will he hold on to it? How long until Max Verstappen overtakes him? There's only one way to find out. Coming around the first set of turns. Hülkenberg still has it. Magnussen P4. If y'all remember correctly, it was Kevin Magnussen who won here in Canada back in Formula 1 Manager 22, season number 1, barely holding on to the lead, but he actually qualified P1 and held on to it for the majority of the laps. Here comes Verstappen up the side. Oh, he's got the side there. It's going to be Max Verstappen fighting for P1 with Nico Hülkenberg. Words I never thought I would say here in season 1 of this. But it is words that I am saying. Max Verstappen on the inside of the U-turn, and it looks like Max Verstappen is going to take P1 before the end of the lap. We're going to go back to standard on both of their tires for a little bit, but we are going to leave. Actually, you know what? We're going to turn this off so we can use that during the DRS stages. If we can keep up, staying in front of Sainz is Nico Hülkenberg. Kevin Magnussen staying inside the DRS range. I may have spoke too soon. But Kevin Magnussen holding back the back of the pack. He does have a broken wing, so he is going to be a little bit slower than he wants to be. I know that to be true, but there's a lot of cars behind him, and you know, even if it's a slower car, you know, it takes time. And around Perez goes, around the inside, and down into P5 goes Kevin Magnussen with Fernando Alonso taking the other side, and Kevin Magnussen just gets passed by 2 cars just like that. But he's holding his own against Alonso there. Actually, you know what? He might even stay in front of Alonso there. Nico Hülkenberg almost 2 seconds behind Max Verstappen, but staying in front of Carlos Sainz. We love to see it. And there goes Fernando Alonso right around Kevin Magnussen, now holding back the other Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. Ooh wee. Alright, let's look at Nico Hülkenberg here, as he is now 2 seconds behind Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen just way fast in that Red Bull. Kevin Magnussen, as much as I would love to believe that statement, I just don't think that I can right now. These cars are way better than we are at just about everything. Plus, you have a broken wing, and we have no chance of fixing that broken wing during this race, because even though my better half told me, you know what, you should make 3 wings instead of just 2, I only made 2. So I was kind of hoping we could make those last. Confidence looking good for both of them. I'm going to assume it's very high for Nico and just medium for Magnussen, which is fine, as Carlos Sainz gets around Nico Hülkenberg, putting Nico in the top 3, but only in 3rd. So right now holding on to a podium with a lot of laps to go. I'm just hoping we can both stay inside the points here, as it is now the other Red Bull behind Nico Hülkenberg of Sergio Perez that we have to hold back. But now we have the DRS off of Carlos Sainz, and Kevin Magnussen has the DRS off of Fernando Alonso. So a lot of things can happen here. Lots of things can happen here. With those DRSs, we could easily get towed to stay where we need to stay. We are in front of both Alpines, as one of them is actually out of the session, and the other one is 2 spots behind Kevin Magnussen, with both of us just up there. Let's go look at Nico Hülkenberg, as It is Sergio Perez who is right behind him, and that is not something I like to see, honestly, with that Red Bull being that close to us. Over the detection zones, though, I am going to assume that we do have DRS, and we do. However, Nico Hulkenberg does not. Carlos Sainz is going to pull out on him. No, Charles Leclerc. I'm sorry, it did a flash, and it was Hulkenberg that passed us first. But that is okay, because, you know, now we're P7 with Pierre Gasly behind us. Let's see if we can get that spot back. You know, just give Charles Leclerc a little fighty fight. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can give him a little fighty fight. Charles Leclerc with no DRS. Kevin Magnussen with DRS. Can DRS help me get in front of Charles Leclerc? It doesn't look like it. It really doesn't look like it. Oh, is that side by side? It kind of looks side by side. It is side by side. Around the outside we tried, but we have the inside coming up here. If Magnussen was a little bit more aggressive, which he is not. Hulkenberg losing P3 up there to Sergio Perez. Can we break the toe from Pierre Gasly? That would be absolutely amazing if we could. Staying with Charles Leclerc. We're going to have the DRS. Oh, Gasly's going to have it on us, but he is a little bit further back than we are, and it looks like we're side by side with Charles Leclerc again, coming into the other chicane. We're going to have the inside, side by side, going up to the detection zone. It looks like Magnussen is ahead just by a little bit, but up the inside goes Charles Leclerc. I have to back off the ERS, which is very unfortunate. So DRS for Leclerc, DRS for Gasly, no DRS for Magnussen, and no ERS for Magnussen. So unfortunately, we really ultimately just helped Kevin. I'm sorry, we ultimately helped Pierre Gasly find his way in front of Kevin Magnussen, putting Kevin Magnussen all the way back down to P8. Still in points, still double points, but not exactly where we want to be. He does have a broken wing. I'm trying to savor as much as I can with Kevin. I think he might be a lost cause with that broken wing, but there's really no telling. There's no telling what could happen. I mean, there was a point in the last race where I just absolutely thought it was over. But it turned out not to be so over. There's 14 views in the last live stream video. 13 views. 14. My bad. 14. That's crazy. Hulkenberg holding off Charles Leclerc as Fernando Alonso does get around him. This is starting lap number 19. Not bad. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I mean, still like 50 laps to go, but not bad. Not bad. We're up here. You know what I mean? We're up here with everybody behind us. And a lot of cars still bunched up, probably because we're up here. But this is where we are. This is where we are. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We might not keep it, but I'm loving it. I can definitely sense Charles Leclerc getting past us soon. If not down this straight, definitely somewhere in lap number 20. But soon. And that's still more than... It's sooner than I would like, for sure. Russell overtakes Magnussen, putting Magnussen back down into P9 with Alexander Albon inside that DRS zone. DRS stream goes all the way from P8 all the way down to P14. So that DRS train is long, and if you can't keep up, you're pretty much screwed. And I hate that for Kevin Magnussen. And Kevin Magnussen, he's not going to be able to do it. We're going to put him on defend. Drive, avoid. There's not a holdback. Hulkenberg, however, safety car has been deployed.
And oh, what's happened there with Nick de
It was De
Vries?
Vries. So with the safety car deployed, that's going to keep us where we are for a little bit longer.
Safety car, safety car.
That's going to keep us right where we are for just a tad bit longer. With rain coming in about 20 laps. So I'm not mad about the safety car. I'm not going to lie, I'm not mad about this safety car at all. With people boxing again. I was going to put Hulkenberg back up into P3. That's going to take Verstappen. Oh, there's so much that could happen here. Verstappen P9. Ugh. Right behind Magnussen. Magnussen, however. Oh. Make these as... I'm just going to make him as slow as possible. And I am going to see if I can hold the back behind me with him. That's all I'm going to do.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Just get ready for the safety car restart.
Yeah.
Let's catch the guys ahead.
Okay, so when this race restarts happen, I am going to full send both of them. But I'm having Magnussen just be slower. Just be slower. So Perez leading.
Okay, safety car.
Alonso in second. Hulkenberg in third. Leclerc in fourth. Alright, here we go. Back to it. Can we get anything done around the first couple of turns for my drivers, as we have Magnussen not really fighting anymore, but more of holding back. So we're hoping he can hold back Max Verstappen and Sainz. Ooh, Hamilton's back there. Hoping we can hold these guys back just long enough to let the people in front of us just go. Just go. Verstappen will 100% get around Kevin Magnussen at some point, and I know this to be true. So we're going to save his stuff. He's doing pretty well, but we're going to save his stuff. However, Hulkenberg, I need you to go faster. I need you to go way faster. Please, oh please, oh please. Magnussen already passed by Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen defending. And then Lance Stroll and ooh, I thought that was gonna be another wreck. Magnussen back. All right, so what we're gonna do? You're just bad. Well, I have him on rarely defend. Rarely. Always. We need you on always defend. Maybe. But he already let the other two down, so it's okay. It's all right. Whatever. I'll put him back. That didn't work. Hulkenberg, how are we doing over here? Still in the DRS range. But Leclerc closer to passing us than we are to getting to Alonso. As we're not really holding anybody up. Hamilton overtakes. Magnussen, my friend. I think your race is done, my friend. We can't even switch out your wing, my friend. We can't even... Oh, not the button I was looking for. We can't even switch it out. Is that Hulkenberg coming out? That is Hulkenberg coming out. I think he was looking for a pass. And he has no more ERS. Ah! No! That's not good. That's not good. Oh, my friend, my friend, my friend. Pit options. Oh, it's in here. It is in here. But we're not going to retire him just yet. Ooh, we have the DRS. But we're not going to keep it. We're definitely not going to keep it. I don't know, man. I just don't see Magnussen able to finish this race respectfully. I just don't see him being able to finish this race respectfully. Which sucks. I hate to do it. I hate to do it to man.
Box, Kev, box, please confirm.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry for that mistake.
Alright. Kevin Magnussen being the only driver, which should be easy to keep up with, so we don't have to keep up with two. Maybe we can salvage points here. Pierre Gasly in P5 looking for a P4 finish. But he does have George Russell, Verstappen, Sainz, and Hamilton somewhere there behind him. And a Haas in front of him who has to recharge his battery because the owner of the team was not paying attention to the thing down below. There should be... They should definitely, like... Oh! You know what there is in this game that I've completely just forgot about? Where's it at? Wasn't there like a help button? It's right there. There's an ERS battle assist, bro.
Copy.
Alright, Hulkenberg. I completely forgot about that being in this game. Alright, Hulkenberg, what you got? He is within that second, so he does have DRS. Which is very helpful. Very, very helpful. Means he probably has a shot. Still a lot of gas. Couple of cars back there. It looks like Joe and Piastri have separated themselves from everybody back here as they are fighting for last place, which is unfortunate. Alonso has taken the lead here, but Perez, he's looking to get that right back with the Red Bull speed. I can see the Red Bull speed definitely helping out on this track. There it goes.
No problem.
Pierre Gasly getting in front of Hulkenberg, which is unfortunate. But we will have DRS. I do believe we do. We're holding back Max Verstappen once again. Except this time it's for 5th place and not 1st place. So that is always fun. Wet weather is predicted. Everybody else has boxed a couple of times, but it has helped them out tremendously. So my strategy is not really working for me right now because of the safety cars. They have come out and they've boxed and they were able to keep their spots. And Carlos Sainz looking to push his way in front of Max Verstappen. And it works very well for him. Hulkenberg only half a second behind Pierre Gasly. Still charging his battery up. Mainly because we just want battery. We do want battery, but it's at a good spot. I don't plan on using ERS anytime soon. So hopefully we can just catch up, which looks like something we are doing. We've gotten a lot closer. Coming down the DRS straight, we're no longer charging. He can use his ERS as freely as he feels. We gave him that power. What's he going to do with it? No DRS from the Alpine in front. Starting lap number 30. 10 more laps until we come into box for intermediates. As long as the rain does what I expect the rain to do. So nothing around the first couple of turns, but we are still in front of Carlos Sainz and Max Verstappen here in this race. Verstappen holding the fastest lap of the race, but he is down into P7. I'm sure Max Verstappen in real life would absolutely hate being all the way back there, but that's where he is today. Hulkenberg in the top 5. I believe this would be the best finish of either one of my drivers. Unfortunately, because of wing damage, thanks to Logan Sargent, who is now no longer a competitor for the top 10, down in the 10th place. Yeah, I swear, it's the most randomest people that ruin a race for me or my guys, and then boop. Rain has officially hit the track. The first time I see someone go in for intermediates is when I'm going in for intermediates. However, if no one goes in by the time it says 95, I'm calling my guy in. That's just what I'm going to do, because if we look at the rain, it goes on to the 80s, but then it goes right back down. So I don't even know if there's a lot of risks. There's a lot of risks that can be taken here in this race, and I'm not even going to lie about it. I am not even going to lie about it. But we do still have DRS for Pierre Gasly. That is who I'm racing today. I am not at all worried about anybody else in this race. I'm more worried about Pierre Gasly. If Pierre Gasly finishes P4, I'm hoping I finish P3. If I could get on podium, that would be something else. 100% that would be something else. But I'm not expecting podium. I'm expecting to be in front of Pierre Gasly. Alonso Perez fighting for P1. But Nico Hulkenberg keeping his pace very close to Pierre Gasly right now, holding back Max Verstappen, holding back Carlos Sainz. You know, even if we don't beat Pierre Gasly in this race, going up the inside here in the first couple of turns here on lap 33, raindrops dropping. Does the Nico Hulkenberg with the Haas car get in front of the Alpine? It doesn't look like it's happening right there. Still very close to each other. Oh, it looks like Verstappen now trying to look for an advantage there, as Hulkenberg had to back out because the doors were closing. Hulkenberg going to have DRS once again. Down this long straight, it looks like he's looking at the inside, but it's not quite close enough to do anything. So he's going to have to sit back, get ready to try again, as two very dominant cars are behind these two not so dominant cars, just waiting for a chance to get around them. Sainz gets in front of Max Verstappen again. Down this long straight, everybody has DRS except for the Alpine, who somehow keeps staying in front and around the outside. Here come down the chicane. Nico Hülkenberg once again looking to get in front of that Alpine. Crossing the line side by side, going into lap 34. Nico Hülkenberg has the edge going into these here turns, but it's going to be the Alpine up the inside, taking back P4 once again. But is it still side by side? It kind of looks like it from back here. Not really, as the Alpine once again keeps his position in front of Nico Hülkenberg, and the Ferrari trying to find his way around. I really feel like some ERS would definitely come in handy. So depending, once again side by side through a, I want to call it a chicane. I'm not even sure if it is a chicane, but it's going to be the Alpine up in front. So we're going to go ahead and deploy the ERS, because this has been 2 laps in a row that Nico Hülkenberg has had the opportunity to do what he wants to do. His medium confidence. Hopefully we can pull that up with an overtake right here. ERS, DRS. Looking up the inside, going all the way down to the chicane. Nico Hülkenberg looking to take P4 and keep P4. It's not going to happen there, and ERS battery is empty, so it says for now nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Wild. I was really hoping we could do something there, but now we're just going to have to sit back and try again. Just going to have to try again. It can be done. We can do this. We've got this. So topping up, we will be just a tad bit slower than we have been. Hopefully we don't lose out to Carlos Sainz or Max Verstappen, or both. Hoping that we can keep our position and even continue to fight up here. Maybe I should have just left it alone. Or maybe I should have just kept the top up longer. 80% chance of rain here in 4 minutes. The track is still dry. Then again, most of the cars are still bunched up. It looks like from P4 almost all the way down to P13. And we're actually going to change that to P14. Somewhat in a DRS zone. Russell is over a second behind Verstappen. So that is 2 DRS trains. P4 to P7. And then P8 all the way down to P13. So 2 little DRS trains happening there. Guan Yu Zhou ultimately beating out Oscar Piastri. Up in front of him by 5 seconds. As of right now. But 10 seconds behind his teammate, Valtteri Bottas. Nico Hülkenberg, half a second. For a second there, it looked like he was further back. But thankfully, the scoreboard there on the left-hand side of the screen saved me from a heart attack. I really thought we just completely lost that. If we lose out to Pierre Gasly in that DRS, we are definitely going to lose out to Carlos Sainz and Max Verstappen, who has fallen just a bit further back than normal. He's let George Russell get into that DRS range. So P5 it is still for Nico Hülkenberg. Alonso, he's looking to break that DRS range of Sergio Perez. I don't know why it's not showing Carlos Sainz there. Carlos Sainz looked like he was taking his way out, but here comes Nico Hülkenberg up the inside of this U-turn. Once again, side by side with Pierre Gasly. Can anything happen here for the Haas driver? I would absolutely love it. Another overtake failed, which means more depression for my guy in his confidence, which it really shouldn't be, man. You're holding back, you're holding back Carlos Sainz and Max Verstappen. You're holding P5. You're doing absolutely wonderful, my friend. I don't know why you're getting a confidence hit. 45% on the tires, but nowhere near close to a damp track. And I'm starting to wonder if the track is ever going to get damped. As we look at it, let's see, we have damp track in 2 minutes, it says. It says a damp track in 2 minutes, where that 80% chance of rain is going to hit. That's what it is saying. A competitor has stopped. It was Verstappen, Russell, and Albon. What are they stopping for? I know what they went in for, but what are they stopping for? Carlos Sainz struggling to find his way around the Haas of Hulkenberg, but he's just not finding it. He knows that he's faster. We know that he's faster, but we are trying to keep him behind us for sure. For sure. P10 all the way down to P17 in the pit stops. We're about to see what they're coming out on. If I see one intermediate, I'm calling my guy in immediately, and that is exactly what I see. So if they see that it is time, I see that it is time, and that is all that I need to see. Nico Hulkenberg, he is coming in this lap.
What's this lap?
Okay, yeah, we'll go for the inter. We'll go for the inter.
And he lost out on his DRS, so he needs to stay in front. He needs to stay in front. That he does. He does need to do that. We're also going to straight harvest.
Charge on.
Yeah.
Just stay, just stay, just stay, just stay. Please stay, please stay. Carlos Sainz does get in front,
Yep.
which is very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. There are cars that are staying out. I'm hoping this doesn't ultimately ruin us. A lot of cars went for the undertake. And we will see how well they get that. Here comes the tires off on 2.4. 2.4, not bad. Why are we stuck? What took y'all so long? P11. Two softs, Sargent and Hamilton. That's gonna put me P9. That is not at all what I wanted to see. That was
Charge.
the worst thing
Yep.
I've ever seen in my entire life. I could have stayed out for another lap. Everybody boxed. I probably should have done that. Golly, dude. Dear heavens. It's ridiculous. I'm the worst. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, it'll be around lap 60 that we go below. So just a couple laps, maybe 15 to 18 laps of dampness here, if I'm reading that right, before we go back on the softer tires, which hopefully, if I'm not mistaken, my soft tires will definitely last here. What's that white line? Fuel load. Couple laps of saved fuel there. Speaking of saved fuel, let's go ahead and put that on the balance. Norris looking to get around us here, taking P11 away from us, which is very, very unfortunate for us. I would really hope that he does not do such a thing, but there is only one way to find out if he does do such a thing.
charge on.
I think I am going to continue to top off until he hits a fully charged ERS. That will definitely come in handy when the rain stops. Because if I'm reading this correctly, which probably not, I should have a couple of laps of a dry track. A good couple of laps of a dry track. What is... Oh, that's right. So we should be decent, actually. We should definitely get some points. There's absolutely no way Logan Sargent keeps P10 from us. He is still out there on the soft compound along with Hamilton. Maybe they've got something that I don't know about. In front of him we go. So I'm not going to change, but maybe they're onto something. Maybe they're onto something. Because this is not expected to last long. But if I would have stayed out while everybody else went in, I would have pitted a little bit later than everybody else. Probably onto some softs or hards, depending on what would have lasted. And just because of pure curiosity, let's see something. Add a new stint. We look at the we look at these softs here. The softs might have gotten me to the end. It might have gotten me to the end. Logan Sargent finally going into the pit lane. With only 2 more cars. Here he comes. He's coming out of it, I think. It does look like he's coming out of it. Zhou Guanyu looking like he has a chance to fight for him and his position now, but still a lot of a race to go with 1 more pit stop at least, especially when the track dries out. Hamilton, he just wants his points, so he might be the one to stay out the longest. He might even try to fight out the rain. I mean, it's only 0.13 over into the dampness, which is just enough to get everybody who's not on the inters onto the slower compound there. Hamilton holding off Carlos Sainz, but nope, there goes Hamilton into the pit lane, and we are coming down the DRS straight. Luckily there is no DRS, because I feel like Norris would give us a good fight for P10. But into P9 we are about to go. There we go, finally. Hamilton, he's going to be back there. Who is that? Is that Bottas? Valtteri Bottas has a chance to overtake Hamilton in the pit lane, and he does. He does do so. So he is all the way down to P14. So it's going to keep him away from us. We're up in the top 10. P9 as it stands. Rain is still coming. It's going to be, according to this, a little bit after lap 60. Possibly. Maybe just a little bit before lap 60. It can be raining. There can be water on the track, and it would still be considered dry. So we just need to hold off until some dryness comes. It's very close to dry. Once I see the rain has stopped, like stopped for good. I accidentally changed the thing here. That's a round lap in between 55 and 60. That we should probably see that the rain has stopped. We're going to go back in for some dries, but until then, we're going to continue to top up here. Continue to gain gas, because if we can gain gas, that'll come in handy too. A safety car would come in handy. Safety car would actually probably allow us to get more time on some drier compounds. Because it'll slow everybody down. Hulkenberg, however, with him being at 92, I think we can go ahead and let him just do what he has to do here. Will this get him away? 6 seconds behind Lance Stroll. Pierre Gasly up there, up in the P6. There's a shot. There is an absolute wonderful shot here. At a decent undercut. And I mean a decent undercut. Sorry, my thumb hit my mic. Alright. Still not quite pulling away from Lando Norris here. Still about 6 seconds from P8. So 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna round it up to 10. 10 seconds behind Pierre Gasly. I think there's an easier way. Yeah. Definitely about a little over 10 seconds behind Pierre Gasly. And Lando Norris, he's just coming back. What? What if? What if? Since we're not going to be on these tires forever, what if we push?
Copy.
Saving a lot of gas too. That's definitely going to help us out. Unfortunately though, the millimeters they keep going up. They're going to go down. I was just kind of hoping. I'm kind of hoping for like the sooner. Like, can y'all go down sooner? Please. That would be very much so highly appreciated. I would like that. Everybody is over a second in front of somebody. The only close battle that I see is Hulkenberg and Norris. I guess Norris and Tsunoda would be closer now. We have gained a whole second on Lance Stroll. I like the looks of that. I almost hate to do it. But what if I sped up the time here? Rubber's very low, which apparently is a good thing because that Joker's green. I should have been pushing a long time ago. What was I thinking? There is more rain and 80% chance in 4 minutes again anyway. Has this changed? That has changed tremendously, actually. That has changed. It looks like it changed tremendously. But look at that. Alright, so we are pulling away from Lando Norris now, which is absolutely fantastic. We're getting a lot closer to Lance Stroll, which means we're probably getting a lot closer to Pierre Gasly. And wrong, we're still over 10 seconds behind Pierre Gasly, which is very unfortunate. Oh, something happened back there. Something happened to Bottas. I don't know, it looked like he lost a couple of spots at once. I thought maybe he had wrecked or something. Now, we were fighting to be closer to 6 seconds behind Lance Stroll, but we are now just under 4 seconds behind Lance Stroll. Pushing does seem to be helping. Rain is still going up, so I'm not worried about any of that. I wonder if I can get closer. We're going to push one singularity of a lap. That is all we're going to do. Push one lap. More points we get, the better. That is all I'm worried about right now. End of sector 1 up here. We're almost already a second closer. There's a straight spot, straight line. Now we are a second closer. I'm loving this. I'm loving the speed, Nico. Keep it up, please. Got one more long straight to go. If we can catch them by like 2 seconds, that'd be fucking fantastic. I'm not even gonna lie. Alright, we're getting back into the high confidence. We love it. We absolutely love it. Underneath 2 seconds? Maybe. Possibly. Yes. Gained 2 whole seconds that lap, so now we're going to go back to top up. We're going to leave the pushing of the tires, though, because we know we're coming in soon. I know we're coming in soon.
Okay, more lift and coast, please.
We still want our gas up because whenever we get back, I want a full send. I just want a full send. That's all I want to do. Full send. Can't wait for these dries, which may or may not be coming at this rate. I have no idea. 20 laps to go. 80% chance of rain in one singularity of a minute. Okay, in 4 plurals of a minute. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I knew that. I didn't have to count on my fingers. Shut up. Speaking of, while we wait for these slow laps to develop, we're going to check quick football scores real quick because I know this game is over. Ew, that was way worse than I thought it was going to be. Never mind. I was really hoping for something good from Ole Miss, but Ole Miss was not able to do anything. LSU completely destroys the Florida Gators, unfortunately. But I definitely saw it coming. We'll get him back one day. Graham Mertz scores on the tush push. The brotherly shove was done in the Florida game. I'm gonna have to go watch that. But not right now. We still have things to do, as we are now within striking distance of Lance Stroll here. Ladies and gentlemen, we might gain points before we even box for new tires. 24-17, we're getting closer. We're still 24 seconds from the leader, but we are getting closer to Pierre Gasly. And I love that. I love that for us. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this in neutral because we're going to use our ERS to get up in front of Lance Stroll right up here. I'm going to hope that it works. There's only one way for us to find out if it does. ERS put on. Here we go, down the DRS straight. No DRS because it is still raining. A lot of water on the track. So it's not going to happen here. So I'm going to go back into neutral here. We're going to wait for this one really long one. Hopefully we can get it. And I'm going to go ahead and deploy it now. Because we're coming up. Oops, sorry. We're coming up to the U-turn.
Yep, copy.
3/10 behind Lance Stroll. Can we do it? Full push from absolutely all three categories. Starting now. Gaining. It's not going to happen before the chicane. I can tell you that. But coming out of the chicane, it's not going to happen there either. That's just not how this works kind of thing.
Charge on.
Yep.
It's not how this works kind of thing.
Try to do some lift and coast and then focus on apex speed.
Okay.
52-35. LSU beats the Florida Gators. But if we go back and we look at the Georgia game, it was 52-17. So we did better than Ole Miss did today. Same scores. Philadelphia Flyers, on the other hand, they are beating, I believe, the LA Kings. Just some random other sports scores that y'all probably don't care about. It is the LA Kings. We 13 shots on goal to their 20 shots on goal. Who is our goalie today? Owen Tippett got a goal. Morgan Frost got a goal. And I am almost positive. Goalie stops. Mike Anderson blocks Travis Sanheim. Mike Anderson. Shot saved by Cal Peterson. Our goalie must be Cal Peterson today. It's always fun. We like that. Where are we at still? Behind Lance Stroll. Less than a second. About half a second behind him. I don't think we need that top up. Go back to neutral for a little bit. Are we going to do another lap? Should I do another lap before we come in on the dries? 3 minutes until 65% chance of rain. I think, I'm almost positive that I can just push
Mode push.
for the rest of this lap. I am almost very much so positive that I can. Alright, here we come. A lot closer than we were last time. Down to the chicane. It looks like we're going to look for the inside coming up to the chicane. Around Lance Stroll goes Nico Hülkenberg up into... Not quite yet. Lance trying to push him into the wall of champions, but it's not going to work today. Is Nico Hülkenberg up into P8. Something happened. I missed something big. I thought we was fighting Lando Norris for P10 earlier. Maybe I'm wrong, but P8 it is for Nico Hülkenberg. Only 2 seconds behind George Russell. So we're going to leave the push on. We're definitely going to leave the push on, see if we can get any more closer, whatever the words are in English. Water has definitely gathered on the track as it is now up to 1.5 millimeters. And we see George Russell up there in our
No more overtake.
thing. 15 laps to go. Less than 2 seconds to George Russell.
Yeah.
Rain is slowing down.
To charge on.
Yeah.
2 seconds behind George Russell, which is alright. That puts us, I want to say, about 10 seconds behind Pierre Gasly. Gasly is 21 seconds, and we are 24 seconds. Why'd I say... Oh, I'm reading his 8. I'm stupid. I am stupid. Alright, come on. Come on, Hulkenberg. I need you to get closer. A lot closer. The track is starting to dry up. So I think around 1.15, 1.10, I'm going to call him in for some softs. And see what we can do. After that, we are now 3 seconds. Russell has decided to push here late to get closer to Gasly. So we are going to go ahead and push with the gas, see if we can get closer. I know that we can. I know that we can. Got plenty of gas. Plenty of it. Two seconds. We're actually going to harvest.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
How much slower is that going to make us? 3.8 when I did it. We're going to look at the end of Sector 1. It's very slow. It's very slow compared to the others. Nine, 10, 11, 12, about half a second slower. I just want this to do its thing.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Alright, Hulkenberg. Do we do it now? Rain is coming down. Do we do it now? Rain, it's done. It is done. Do we do it now? Nah. Nah, not yet, not yet. Not yet. At one point, we were 3 seconds behind this man. I think a little bit more heavy rain is coming. It's at least 50% chance. We'll find out in like 2 minutes. At 3:23, it says up there at the top. We will find out. There's 2 people watching. What's up? How are you? Oh, there's so much we can do. I really want to say, I want to make sure I have gas for at least... Oh, my gas actually went up, even though I'm pushing. Went right back down, but it did go up.
How is the track condition? How's the track?
Hey, yo, why was I not paying attention to this? I have a feeling it's going to rain again, but it's not going to last long. It's not going to last long.
Copy.
And this is why I feel this way. See this little hump right here at 60 when it goes right back up? It's not going to last long. It won't last long at all. So we're going to be the first ones to go in. And then we're just going to do what it is that we have to do coming out. Yep, see, it did. It's going to dip back up, but it's going to come right back down. So I don't think this is going to slow me down. What is happening? Y'all have got to stop doing this. Y'all are... Jesus, y'all gotta stop doing this. And there's a yellow flag. Safety car? That would have been nice. That would have been nice. Albon locks up. That puts me in P11. Right in front of Hamilton. Right in front of Hamilton. That is something I like to see.
No more rain expected.
Okay, copy.
And nobody else is boxing yet. We are definitely about to go back to a dry track. That is okay that Hamilton gets around me there. We're going to get right back in front of him.
Keep pushing.
We are going to get him back. 100%. 100%. He's got a box. Unless he doesn't. And then they're just out there on inters for the last couple of laps. Which gives me the best opportunity to get in front of everybody. And I can tell you right now, I would absolutely love that. There goes Albon. He's trying to get in front of me too, but we're going to get right back in front of him because he is also on the inters. I think we're going to get some good points out of this. Where's Gasly? That's about 30 seconds. That's not good. That's not good. Let's look at Gasly. So whenever Gasly gets to the pit lane, we're going to see where I'm at. 10 laps to go. Yo, did someone lose tires? Alright, so it's a good chance. I'll see that. Where he just passed that? There's a good chance. There's a good chance. Yo, it's bright as all get out. Who is that? Piastri is sparking. Why is he sparking so much? There's got to be something wrong with his car. Something's got to be wrong with his car. How is the sun going up, but the millimeters are also... Look at the brightness over here. I mean, we're looking at the wrong car, but look at this. What is going on here? Also, what is going on? Y'all see this, right? It is bright as all get out, bro. How are the millimeters going up? There's no way the millimeters are going up. This should be going in my favor right now. It just went up 2 more percents. What the heck? I said percents. That did not. It's still going up. My bad. I'm sorry. That don't make a lick of sense. Now it's going down. Keep going down. I need you to go down like a lot faster than what you're doing. You're making me slow, man. Are we about to get passed by another car? No, he's just over 2 seconds. I'm lapped. I'm not lapped.
Is it improving at all? It looks like to us it's not raining.
It's not raining.
Copy.
It hasn't been raining. And now I'm flipping 10 seconds behind Albon. Jesus. This did not go the way I planned. There goes the leader. No, is that Bottas? Thank God. I knew I should have waited.
Just do the best you can.
I knew I should have waited. I should have boxed this lap. There goes Sargent. At some point, the tides should change in my favor. That looks dry as all get out, bro. Go down. Sooner the better, please. Anybody boxing behind me? There is Alonso and Verstappen. Signs, not Gasly. Gasly's going to stay out. Thankfully. Maybe Gasly hasn't gotten there yet. Bro, I'm actually so mad right now. This is absolutely ridiculous. There's no way. There's no way this happened like this. Absolutely no way. That is wild, bro. Wild.
Bottas just pitted.
There's no way. Here comes Perez to take the lead. The remainders of this race here. We have this all the way through.
Copy.
We have this all the way through. Wild. Gasly's in there, but I'm not going to be able to catch him. I'm going to be closer, but I'm not going to be able to catch him. Wild. Gasly's going to come out P7. Possibly get P11 here. I don't think I'm going to get P10. It's going to be very close to Lando Norris, though. Very close. I think Lando Norris is out.
6 laps to go, 6 laps.
And I am close to 4 seconds behind Lando Norris, which is absolutely fantastic, bro. Absolutely wonderful. Here goes Perez into the pit lane. Alonso taking the fastest lap. And we are 4 seconds behind Lando Norris. Have they allowed DRS yet? Let's go ahead and top up just a couple more laps.
Okay, charge on.
I want to try to catch up. I want to try to make an absolute banger of a push for points as we get just under 2 seconds. No, we do. I was about to say that Joker went from like 2.1 to 6.
5 laps to go.
That's fucking crazy. Five laps. We're not doing bad. We're on at least lap 66. Who's got the lead? Leclerc. If I'm not mistaken, he's coming up, so we're about to find out. Yep, Leclerc just passed it. Okay. So Leclerc must be... Yeah, Leclerc... Okay, I see Leclerc. I see Leclerc. Come on, Hulkenberg, please.
Four laps to go, 4 laps.
Oh, Norris just got in DRS for Sonoda. That's fantastic. Tires slightly overheating? I bet they are. But we have got to push, my friend. We have got to push. Alonso out here killing it with the fastest laps out here. Alonso out here killing it with the fastest laps out here. What am I... I'm so agitated right now. We lost Magnussen. Stupidity. Hulkenberg. Game physics. How's the sun up, but the fucking rain is going up? That don't make a lick of sense. Pierre Gasly taking the fastest lap here. Do I push now? We push now.
Copy.
Oh, we got a 115 there.
3 laps to go, 3 laps.
We got a 115. Alright, let's see if we can catch up to Sonoda now. 4 seconds behind with only 3 laps to go. It's going to be wild if we do. Y'all remember that time when we was leading the race? No? Just me? Green sector 1, everybody's getting fast laps now. We're not going to catch. We're not going to catch. There's absolutely no way we catch. Another green sector 2. No purple sectors, but that's okay.
Out of DRS.
Yep.
Out of ERS, out of luck. We're not catching nobody. We are not catching nobody. This is absolutely wild. How did I mess this up? Come across the line. Green.
There'll be 2 laps to go at the line.
Oh my Jesus. We need a bloody miracle right now. Sonoda wrecking into Norris or something.
Post, please.
Copy.
It is not going to happen.
We need a back off.
Copy.
Finally made it under 3 seconds. Not gonna help nothing. Ain't gonna help nothing. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, back over 3 seconds. Alright, so I just found out that my mic sounds absolutely horrendous. Let me do something real quick. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Hello? Alright, I'm gonna try this one right here. I'm literally gonna try this one right here. Y'all could have told me y'all could hear me while I'm trying to adjust my mic.
That's Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
Alright, I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to see what this sounds like, as we are coming up to the line a good 4 seconds behind points, when we had every opportunity that we needed to actually get points. But coming across the line, are we starting? Or there's no, I was about to say we were starting our final lap. P11 it is.
Checkered flag. P11, Nico. Got lots to we're learning every race.
Alright, points in every single race except for 2 of them now, one being Monaco and one being Canada. It's absolutely wild, bro. Absolutely wild.
Kevin Magnussen not going to be happy with how things unfolded today.
Having to retire early will no doubt be a bitter disappointment. But today is done, and it's all about looking forward.
And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today.
A third win of the season has to leave them and the team feeling confident.
Plenty of smiles for the cameras as the drivers can let off some steam here in Montreal. Now, Karun, I'd be really keen to know, how do you think the Haas team will be reflecting on today's result?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but it was a different story for the other. Definitely positives there, though.
And that's it for this weekend's F1 action here in Montreal.
Next time, the teams will be forging ahead at full throttle through the Styrian forest. The Austrian Grand Prix is right around the corner.
Alright, so Charles Leclerc is your winner here today, with Fernando Alonso getting second, Max Verstappen all the way down in third, Carlos Sainz, Sergio Perez, George Russell, Pierre Gasly, Lance Stroll, Lando Norris, and Yuki Tsunoda, who started in 19th. He's going to get P10 today. Those are your point winners at the Drivers' Championship. Charles Leclerc taking the lead this week by 2 points over Max Verstappen in second. Fernando also moving all the way up into P3. He was P5 last week. Now in P3, jumping up in front of Carlos Sainz and Sergio Perez, Lance Stroll, George Russell, moving up in front of Lewis Hamilton, Kevin Magnussen staying exactly where he is, but Pierre Gasly with 1 point deficit. 1 point behind Kevin Magnussen right now, P10, Pierre Gasly, and Esteban Ocon. So thankfully, Kevin Magnussen still in the top 10 here. It doesn't say what his best is, but he does have one fastest lap, and I do like that. Unfortunately, he does now have 2 DNFs, and I don't like that. Esteban Ocon in P11, Nico Hulkenberg in P12 with 6 points. No DNF so far yet this year. I do like that. Lando Norris moving up to P13 as he does get 2 more points. He now has 4. Alexander Albon moving down to P14. Yuki Tsunoda gets another point today. And Logan Sargent, Valtteri Zhou, and Nick DeVries, Oscar Piastri still have 0 points for the season so far. Moving over to the constructors, Ferrari takes the lead with 7 points above Red Bull. Aston Martin, Mercedes, Alpine has still P6 where we need to be. 27 points, which is a good lead in front of the McLaren and the Williams. McLaren jumping Williams this week on AlphaTauri, finally getting points, leaving Alfa Romeo. Oh, never mind. AlphaTauri had points. But it still leaves Alfa Romeo with 0 points so far in the constructors. Pit stop stuff, we don't really look at that. One error there on lap 57. Took them 6.5 seconds to get those softs on there. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. I don't see anything good for her yet. Maybe it shows me later. We did gain money this week. We gained $2.8 million, which is going to come in handy for whenever we need to get more wings. Chassis is complete. Thank goodness. Austria is next. I do like the Austria track, Grand Prix, whatever. I do really well on Formula 123. And hopefully we can do something decent here in Manager 23 this year, Season 1. Looking at our calendar real quick. Manufacturer is done at the end of this week. Before we even go to Austria, we can start a new research. Figure out what I want to do there. Manufacturer is complete, so I can start a new one. I do have some front wings coming in. I've got 3. I have 3 front wings coming in before Austria. So that is good. That is what I like to see. Maybe we can make a difference. Maybe. Possibly. Anyway, thank you for watching. Probably not going to do another race tonight. Austria is a sprint race, so I'm going to try to figure out how I want to do that one. I might start the live stream at the sprint race, and then y'all can see how I do the practices and whatnot for the big race. I don't know. I'm gonna sleep on it. I'm gonna figure it out. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you can't wait for more, hit the follow button. I'm going to start trying to live stream these races more often. So if you want to catch them live, come into the live stream. There is somebody that's been in here for a long time. They ain't said nothing, so I don't know if y'all are using me to go to sleep, which is absolutely fine. However, because of the way my mic was at the beginning, I don't know how. I need to fix that as well. I don't know what the heck happened to my mic there. But yeah. Anyway. Don't know what you're about to do for the rest of your day, but I hope it's well. And I will see you guys next time. Until then.